Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Hump day. Again, I wish I could play the camel, but they'll get flagged for copyright thing with some. You can't use TV shows, or I'm not cool enough, smart enough to figure out how to get around that without getting dinged. So sorry. It is Hump Day. Clown Planet News, 23rd July 2025. Let's get right to it. Everywhere in their brother, if you're on social media, you see Tulsi all over the place because of the whole Obama, Barack Hussein Obama issue with Russiagate. There, as Grace, really graceful, said, perfectly timed reveal to get MAGA base away from asking about the Epstein files. And of course, because everyone and their brother is going, they're going to arrest Barack. They're going to arrest Barack. I will bet you the house I do not own, because I don't own one. Maybe I could win a house that way. No one's going to get arrested. 0.0 chance. This is just drama. This is like blood to sharks. Ain't nothing going to happen. It's just get your attention, focus on this, and all the TV shows are going to be pounding on this. But Fox News, I guarantee, I haven't watched them in quite some time. I'm sure they're running this coast to coast right now. Nothing is going to happen. This is just a massive distraction. We're speaking of Epstein. Epstein lawyer who secured his 2008 plea deal found dead or suicided in his Florida home. It just happens. Justice Department told DJT in May that his name is among many in the Epstein files. Bondi also told, this is the Wall Street Journal, Bondi also told President at the meeting that the DOJ decided to not release more Epstein documents because of the presence of child porn and the need to protect victims. So of course, I don't have the paid subscription on this, but they discovered Trump's name appeared multiple times according to senior administration officials. Everyone knew that. In War Pig news, 10 more starve in Gaza. 100 aid groups sound alarm. We already mentioned about Randy Fine yesterday, Palestinians to starve away. Israel forces kill 100 Palestinians in Gaza. U.S. citizen executed by HTS in southern Syria. Trump will bomb Iran again if necessary. Let's see what else. Russia downplays upcoming talks with Ukraine. I did find out, I wish I would have kept the clip. There was a American guy from the United States that went to Russia and he volunteered in their military thinking that he was going to be, a mechanic or something like that? And they threw him to the front lines. So he's in the front line, literally in the front lines in Ukraine right now. In Mahave news, because this is winning apparently, POTUS praises AstraZeneca's massive $50 billion investment in onshoring manufacturing amid tariffs. Again, when you hear about Mahave and, hey, we're winning, the whole thing with who was the restaurant the other day, the burger place. Five Guys. Five Guys came out and said they're going to start doing they're going to only have Coke, the Mexican Coke with cane sugar. And there's guys like Gunther and all winning. That's right, because we're winning from cane sugar after, Stargate on day one. He's the father of the jab, ethnic cleansing, bombing everyone under his sun, stable coins. Hey, but we're winning on cane sugar. Woohoo! Yay! Happy days are here again. Oh, and you did see the White House. Let me see if I could, just because you popped on my head. Thank you, whoever told me that in their mind. White House, the White House page. Where is it? I'm not going to download the video for it, but you've probably seen. Again, there's all the Russia, AI. Oh yeah, here it is, AI.gov. Remember, Rick and I were talking about that 2 weeks ago, saying the next day, it was Thursday, the next day, Friday, they were going to unlock AI.gov or AI.gov. And when I typed it in on the show, and it went right to the White House, AI.gov. Let me show you. We're going to right click AI.gov and there we are, AI.gov. Yay, nothing on here so far, I don't think. Home Action Plan, Education, Political Challenge. What is the presidential challenge? What is this? Artificial intelligence has been harnessed to address emerging local, state, and regional problems, driving innovation and renewal in America in our nation's golden age. What I was going to put was like golden age video when they got that dance music playing in the background, kind of like Idiocracy on North. White House X page has become Idiocracy incarnate. The presidential AI challenge will foster interest and expertise in AI tech in America's use. Early training in the responsible use of AI tools will demystify this tech and prepare America's students for confident participants in AI-assisted workforce, propelling our nation's new heights of scientific innovation, economic achievements. So that's K through 12 action plan. Let's see what the action plan is. America is in a race to achieve global dominance in AI. Yeah, I don't care really about it. Winning this race will usher a new era of human flourishing, economic competitiveness, and national security for the American people. Recognizing this, President Trump directed the creation of the Stargate, the Skynet Action Plan, the AI Action Plan, in the early days of his second term in office. Based on the three pillars of accelerating innovation, building AI infrastructure, and leading in international diplomacy and security, this action plan is America's roadmap to win the race. He talked about doing that back in his first plan, too. Yeah, just the homepage is just this. Nothing exciting on that. But yeah, today this was what day was that? It was 6 hours. Oh, this happened today. Wow. We're the first talk about this. Let me go ahead and reshare that one. Today, the White House released America's AI action plan to win the global race. We need to out-innovate our competitors, build AI and energy infrastructure, and export American AI around the world. Doesn't that make you feel all warm and fuzzy? Pound, I voted for that. As Derek Bro says, is this Maha? Jason Bessler brings out House Appropriations Committee advances bill to keep public in the dark about pesticide risks. Thank you. They love you so much. They want you healthy, but they're going to, that's another thing. The whole, hey, we're waiting on health. All right, that keep the public in the dark about pesticide. They're stopping the fluoride looking through. They're Stargate, obviously, the mRNA cancer jabs. Some guys that fathered the jab. And we got this one. FDA approved Moderna Corona shot for kids behind Kenny's back. 2 HSS aides fired. Quietly, this was the other day when they approved it during it. And I guess Kennedy took it down now. No. It's still there. Quietly, it's still there. So maybe that was the excuse for why it happened, that he wasn't there for it. There was this one. I had this post. Let me get it out because I thought about that too. And because not saying David Ike is the greatest human in the world, but he'll say some good. He'll have some good stuff every so often. There it is. This is Tulsi talking about Fauci. This was 3 days ago. She's saying now the Democrats worked overtime. They stopped her from getting confirmed. Here's Gabbard exposing tons of Democrat elites, including Fauci. And she's talking about this. And Ike goes, does this lady not know that DJT was in office when the Rona hoax was played out? And then he calls himself the father of the fake jab. Everything she says here applies to Trump and the line of corrupt regime she represents. Yes, I know the Democrats are the same. It's a one-party one-party system, which is what she conveniently fails to mention. So she plays this out as this, make sure this is all Democrat only. These guys think it's Fauci. It's like, I heard this going, wait a minute. DJT was running, that was his administration during that time. Just like the whole, when did Fauci when did Epstein get in jail? Oh, that was during Brandon times. No, it's actually during TJT's. Video, troops question LA's deployment. Here's an inside look at the ill-fated mission in soldiers' own words. As we all feel a little anxious about why we are here. We talked about this Or I brought this up in News from the Pew 2 weeks ago. I think it was 3 weeks ago. Anyway, all these links will be underneath in the show notes. As always, just a reminder for anybody. Daddy Police, new video shows ICE arresting Oregon father at preschool because, those MS-13 people, you all know that they hide out at preschool. That's their main jam. Maybe at the Baskin Robbins 31 ice cream place afterwards. Guarantee the buffet on Sunday mornings, and also preschool during the week. MS-13, you go to preschool. New video has been released showing masked immigration officers taking an Oregon father into custody while dropping off his child at a Portland area preschool last week. In 4 clips obtained and verified by Oregon Public Broadcast and OPB, if you're nasty, Mahave, I'm not even going to try that last name. You ever seen Office Space? Not going to work here anymore. A 38-year-old chiropractor can be seen asking U.S. ICE agents to, quote, wait for 3 minutes because there is a baby in the car. Minutes later, after the child exited the vehicle, the video shows ICE officers breaking the driver's side window of the car. 3 of the video clips were taken by a dashboard camera. In the 4th, taken by the witness, and onlooker can be heard saying, "This is not okay, and no one here will identify themselves to me," as masked agents handcuff and escort Mr. K away. Let's see. There he is, asked for 3 minutes. Baby in a baby seat behind him. He's saying that you can't hear. He's like, "I'm getting out of the car." He's yelling, "I'm a doctor. I'm Iranian." That's to keep the "I'm Iranian" thing. Remember, we brought this up a couple of weeks ago. They're using it. I'm Iranian. Remember that he had during 4th of July when they were saying, "Oh, we're going to have these Iranian sleeper cells." They're making heroin. If you look that way, you're just going to get arrested anymore. I'm Iranian. That's why they did it, just because of that. They didn't care if he's citizen or not. U.S. exiting homes. U.S. existing homes. Home sales dipped to 9-month low on. Let me try this for my English-speaking people. U.S. existing home sales dipped to 9-month low on high cost. Hey, hooked on phonics. Sales of previous owned homes in the United States hit their lowest rate in 9 months, according to industry data released Wednesday, as high home prices and mortgage rates weighed on the market. Existing homes dropped by 2.7% last month, and a seasonally adjusted annual rate of 3.9 million, said the National Association of Realtors, or NAR, if you're nasty. Again, but the median home price jumped by 2% from a year ago to $435,300 to a record high for the month of June, the association adds. Now, it depends on where you are, market, like I mentioned last time, because Florida and other states like that, prices are going down. Other places, like up north, the price is going up. And there is a major bubble coming out of all this, with like everything else. California faces pileup of unsold homes. And that's the thing. If you look at the Revenge Rap YouTube channel, he goes to a lot of places and just walks the streets and goes, "There's nobody. They're just building these homes." And he goes, "There's no cars anywhere in these neighborhoods. They're just building and building and building and building, and they just sit there." MAGA clamors for arrest as Trump accuses Obama of treason. This was happening. I think this video actually happened today. Trump administration sweeping. No, it was yesterday. I'm sorry. Transparency crusade has electrified MAGA loyalists eager to see deep state officials, Jeffrey Epstein alleged clients, paraded to prison. I mean, obviously they're not going to ask for Trump to be it if he's later, but he's just going to say, that was all fake news that Obama made up, like we talked about last time. GOP Senator 73 freezes during Fox News interviews. I don't know if they don't have, but here it is right here. No, they don't have it right here. Why would they have the Muhammad Khalil thing? Anyway, Kennedy was on video and he just kind of like seized out, froze up for a minute, and they cut away. Again, it's kind of like how what's his face from Kentucky did a couple years ago. Peter Hegseth, former Fox talking head, Signal messages came from email classified, quote, secret watchdog told. The revelation contradicts the Trump administration's longstanding claims that no classified information was shared by the defense secretary's account during the Signalgate scandal. Hey, yay. The Pentagon, I love just saying this, so just bear with me. If I say Pentagon, just know it's the Pentagon. The Pentagon's independent watchdog has received evidence that messages from Direct Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth's Signal account previewing the U.S. bombing campaign in Yemen derived from a classified email labeled secret. No foreign people familiar with the matter said. The revelation appears to contradict claims. We already said that. The messages about the bombing campaign posted in at least 2 Signal chats using the unclassified messaging app Signal are the focus of an inquiry by the DOD. Inspector General's office requested in April by Republican and Democratic members of the Senate Armed Services Committee. It just goes like the secret classifications, which have not been previously reported, denote the information was classified at a level at which unauthorized disclosure could not be expected to cause serious damage to national security. The no form label means that it was also not meant for anyone who is a foreign national, including senior officials of close allies of these United States. In Middle East Eye.net, break the siege, calls mount for Pope Leo to visit Gaza. Pontiff faces growing pressure on social media to lead efforts to bring life-saving food and medical supplies to the besieged enclave. Yeah, just reading that, he goes to Gaza, I would not rule out Bibi trying to kill him. That would not shock me at all. I wouldn't. He would be some massive stones to go out there for him to go out there after, because Israel hates all the Zionists are pretty much calling for his head probably right now. I mean, it'd be courageous, but I don't know if that's a great idea. Candace Owens accuses Brigitte Macron of bullying her with defamation suit over claims French First Lady was born a man. Quote, Candace Owens is not shutting up. This is sometimes why I'm glad I called this thing Clown Planet, because a lot of this stuff is just clownish. USS Fitzgerald forced to flee after intense clash with an Iranian helicopter. This comes amid heightened tensions between U.S. and Iran after President DJT, I was thinking DOJ, ordered airstrikes to destroy the 3 nuclear enrichment sites. Here is the video of that from RT, because no one else is putting it out there, so you only got RT. Not a lot of noise in the back. It just shows them turning around. Why Amazon wants an AI bracelet that records everything you say, because your cell phone doesn't do it all. I mean, literally every time if somebody around you says kale salad, you're going to get 40,000 emails talking about kale. Tech giant's acquisition of Bee is its latest move into burgeoning AI gadget business. It's funny, after a decade of Amazon saying Alexa isn't listening to your every word, which it is, the company is buying a bracelet that can. So, I mean, Alexa can't travel with you, but your bracelet can. Bee's wearable transcribes all the conversations in your day, including when you talk to yourself. It then uses AI to turn that giant word soup into a searchable history, offering up key events and even to-do lists based on your chatter. Bee chief executive Maria de Lourdes Zolo said that company, which imagines, quote, a world where AI is truly personal, is joining Amazon in a LinkedIn post. An Amazon spokeswoman said that while the deal is signed, the agreement isn't yet closed for Amazon. It's a small move in a potentially huge future market. Excuse me. I saw the bracelet earlier this year on the arm of my colleague, Joanna Stern. As we were about to get into some gossip, Joanne pointed at her wrist and warned me Bee was listening. Good grief. Now, if you know, Amazon has, the Amazon trucks, they also record everything around. Look it up. You can type it in. Amazon trucks. They monitor, they video everything around. Everything's on camera. Now, You got to be off your rocker to get a bracelet like this. It's already bad enough that we got a cell phone that does this stuff. And here's the video talking about it. To analyze and summarize your conversations. So I wondered, do I swear too much? The F word, 45 times. Notable peak usage during work-related frustrations. The S word, 18 times. To express disbelief or dismissal. Crap, 13 times. Hell for 12 times. The point is, this thing actually works, which is terrifying. And I was blown away at how useful it was. It picks up tasks from your communication or your to-do list. It summarizes chats and even highlights key meeting points, basically giving you much better memory. But here, you know what? That's not memory. It gives it, the thing is telling you, you become dumber from it. It records everything. Everything. Yes, everything. And it sends everything to the company's servers. B doesn't let you listen back to the audio. It just gives you transcripts. Sure, you can disable the mic by pressing this button, and you can delete your data from B's servers, but you have zero privacy. You know what you also can do? Not have it. So should you bug yourself and everyone else you talk to in the name of convenience? Why would you do this? After 2 months, I would say I don't think it's worth it, the privacy trade-off. Duh. And there's probably someone that's going to say, you know what? Really? Who? I don't want anybody to bug me. You know what? I will pay you $400. I want to bug myself. Why? It's the cool thing. China experiments with merger of man, machine in pursuit of powerful new AI. Good night, everybody. It's the great reset right there. The merger, the 4IR, merger of digital and human. The visitor touches a humanoid robot hand on display at an AI exhibition booth during the World Artificial Intelligence Conference and high-level meeting on global AI governance in Shanghai back on 4th July 2024. Don't worry, spy cockroaches and AI robots. Germany plots the future of warfare. Again, clarifying it. Two of three European defense unicorns are German. Where's something that's worth reading here? The Munich-based company has more than doubled its valuation, $12 billion, at a fundraising last month. Forget it. You want to read it? Go read it in the show notes. Why people are buying $8,000 Lifelike dolls? Again, highly realistic baby dolls have become a global phenomenon, with collectors shelling out for luxury baby gear and dotting on their reborns as if they were human kids. Kelly Maple tenderly sets her bundle of joy, Naomi, in a Nuna car seat and drives her to the mall. When they arrive, Maple, 23, places little Naomi, dressed in a onesie and hair bow, into a high-end stroller, complete with portable sound machine, stuffed animal, and a pacifier. Giggling, Maple, and Naomi shop for tiny clothes. Those passerbys would mistake them for a typical mother and daughter. But Naomi is not real. She's a lifelike reborn doll. These collectible baby dolls, which can run up to $10,000 a piece, have been around since the early 2000s, but in recent years, they exploded into the global phenomenon. Collectors who consider themselves parents shell out luxury baby gear and dote on their reborns if they're human children. In Brazil, they become a lightning rod in recent months, with politicians introducing bills to try and ban their popular dolls from public places. This is nuts. Babies who never cry. The founder of Reborn.com, one of the largest marketplaces for handmade dolls. She charges $30 a month for makers to sell their dolls on the site and has around 600 paying members. I mean, while reborn lovers are finding comfort in themselves, the outside world often perceives them as terrifying. You don't say. The Apple TV show Servant, which ran from 2019 to 2023, dramatized the spooky nature of reborn dolls. Maggie Burns, 12, from Clayton, North Carolina, showed me her new doll, Fang, a miniature werewolf. Burns, Barnes says she liked coming to the fair because people are not judgmental at all. Her mother, also a doll fan, purchased a $1,000 doll as a gift. What in the wide world of sports is going on here? Yeah, at least she has Yoda. Great googly moogly. Washington State hides how many people they've killed by the assisted suicide. Doctors dismayed by a health department scrapping annual report warning it creates serious risk of abuse. You know, Fenway Park workers set to go on strike for series against the LA Dodgers. Fenway Park has gone down its time, but even America's most beloved ballpark could be in for the first of this weekend. Hospitality workers at ballpark at MGM Music Hall, represented by Unite Here Local 26, are opposed to strike during the upcoming Red Sox homestand against the Dodgers if negotiations with food service and facility management company Aramark failed to reach an agreement. The union announced their strike on Monday. From Canada to Finland, a U.S. neo-Nazi fight club is rapidly spreading across the globe. Active clubs that use martial arts to expose far-right fascist ideologies are proliferating in the U.S. and abroad. Alarm as largest great white shark, who lives in the ocean, recorded in the Atlantic, swims straight towards iconic tourist spots because they live in the ocean. Apparently, it's going to Nantucket, so it's making Jaws a real thing. It peaked more than 40 miles along the way, including February off Vero Beach, Florida, and June near Cape Hatteras in North Kakalaki. Just letting you guys know, sharks live in the ocean. Yeah. Uber to let women drivers and riders request to avoid being paired with men starting next month in the United States. Now, this is just using 3 test run cities, LA, Detroit, and San Francisco. When I did Uber, it usually never happened that there was that these trials would go forward, but you never know. In Switzerland, a green liberal politician fired shots at Maria and baby Jesus for stress relief. She now claims she did it accidentally. She also accidentally posted it on Instagram and accidentally wrote "turn off." She's a firm supporter of Zelensky. Yeah, accidentally. Here's everyone in the world saying that Ozzy Osbourne is now a canonized saint, which we hope, pray that he is, but I mean, it's kind of weird. I mean, I've seen even Catholics talk about that. And just to finish it off, he said in 2021, he thanked the Dark Lord, Ozzy Osbourne, credited devil worship for warding off COVID-19. Quote, being a devil worshiper does have its good points, the 72-year-old rocker quipped. Again, we pray for his soul, but great Google movie. Those guys that were talking about him being a canonized saint. And I like his music. I mean, some of it, Crazy Train, obviously, War Pigs, but he did sing about Mr. Crowley. Anyway, God love you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for watching. Click like, subscribe, all that jazz underneath. Everything's underneath in the show notes, as always. Keep the algorithm on our side. Comment, all that jazz. And as always, thank you, and we will see you tomorrow.